So let's cut to the shit, okay? So today, it was a crazy day for me. It's been a crazy month. It's been a crazy few months actually for me because I've been getting out of my comfort zone, right? Even though I am not a person who usually used to talk to people, nowadays I've become much more social and much more willing to put myself out there, to talk to people, to embarrass myself, to do and feel comfortable doing things that used to make me uncomfortable that now are not longer something that I worship or averse, right? So I used to be an anxious person. I don't consider myself an anxious person anymore because I've put myself out there. I've gotten a job as a what would you call it? CSR, I think, call center uh something. I forgot the name. Call center something. Okay, CSR. Oh, call center representative or something like that. So yeah, I got a job as that, even though I hated talking to people, talking to strangers rather, because I loved yapping. That's the reason why I learned English. Anyhow, so the thing is that it's been a crazy few months, mainly because, like most of you might know, well, not most of you, probably like none of you know, because nobody watches my videos, but um, ever since I found out about Stoicism, I fell in love with reading, and this has helped me a lot with my anxiety. This has helped me a lot with dealing with, these feelings, this pain, and this fear of talking to others. And now I feel like that kind of has gotten out of control to a certain extent. You might think, why? How is that possible? For you to go from not wanting to talk to people from this pretty much getting out of control. So pretty much when I got this job because I was like, I know that I will probably be exploited. I'll probably be insulted several times. I'll probably be exposed to a lot of mean people and shit. So let's do that. Let's try to implement our stoicism or you know or newly learned or newly found philosophy and try to achieve unwavering peace. Let's see. Let's put ourselves out there and let's try to stay calm. Let's try to be happy even when all of these things that we averse constantly just are thrown at us. And that's what I did. And honestly, I've made a lot of progress. You know, when I find myself in a situation like that, I hate this fucking like. I don't know if you guys can see like the beam. I hate it. Anyhow, so yeah, when I'm put in those situations, when my boss, for example, is talking shit about me or trying to press me to be a better salesperson, to try to like speak more persuasively and stuff like that, to try to get something out of me that I don't fully have right now and I have to train to attain. I don't feel nervous. I don't feel anxious. I was literally looking at him. I remember because he pulled me away, right? And he kind of hates the fact that I look like I don't care, right? Because he told me like you look like you don't give a fuck. I feel like I'm talking to a wall when I'm talking to you, you know? And I was like I'm sort of complimented by that, but I shouldn't. It shouldn't be like that in a sense. But I was happy to feel like I'm put in front of this guy, and this guy, I mean, he's shorter than me, and he looks like a fucking pirate. To be honest, he has like a scar on his forehead, like going all the way from his forehead to his like what would you call it, to like I don't know, it's like a scar that goes all the way from his forehead to sort of his ear and shit. So and he's like, how would you call it, like he acts like a person who's street smart, right? And he constantly talks about money and he tries to tell me to like talk some sense or some what would you call it, like eagerness into me by talking about money, and I don't care about money. I'm not there for the money. Sure, money's good, of course, but I was not there for the money. I was there for the experience, and not for the experience to like get another job to get more money. I was there for the experience, so that those situations I want to deal with them. So another thing that happened is that he pulled me away with a bunch of people as well, and he constantly like focuses on me because I guess I, one, probably am not the best salesperson in there, and two, I constantly look like I don't give a fuck. I guess it's because I'm trying not to give a fuck, and sometimes I attain that. So he was constantly like looking at me and telling me, Gio, well, George, are you going to get your sales? Why are you so bad? You're gonna leave, you're gonna get up and walk away, and I'm not gonna stop you. and you're not getting your sales, are you gonna get your sales? Do you think you're gonna be able to get your sales, or do you want me to like kick you and like fire you, which I would do if I could? And I was looking at him like, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get my sales, to be honest. Like I had 3 sales then. He asks for 6 sales, and usually, tier one sales, like salespeople do get the 6 sales, which is 1 an hour. Not that good of a salesperson, I guess. And I looked at him and I told him like, based on my average, I'm probably not gonna get it. Like he was like, so you're gonna go back? How many sales are you gonna get? I was like, based on my average, hopefully with luck, with the power of God, probably I'll get one. you know. So also he put like 3 there, and I actually stopped him and I said like, hey bro, don't get too ahead of yourself. I'll probably get only one. And now this is what I want to talk about on this video. That is terrible. One other thing is that sure, I am attaining what I wanted to attain at the beginning when I got into this, which was to not care about these things, to be insulted, be like disdained, be put in a uncomfortable situation, and still feel at peace, still feel like like not bothered or not stressed out by this. And I don't always attain it, by the way. Those are just some situations that stand out in which I do attain, to not, I guess, attach value to those situations, right? But there are some other times in which it does make me anxious and it does make me stressed out. But most of the time, usually we're doing well, and that's not good actually, because you can like mistake, for example, being at peace with yourself and just desiring to do your best, right? Which is what Stoicism pretty much like preaches, right? You should not put value on things that are externals, because otherwise you're giving yourself multiple masters, and these masters are not just like money. They're not just like people. They're both the people that can give you those things and the things that you're trying to attain, right? So, for example, if I put a lot of value on this job, which I don't because of my situation right now, of course, it's not because I'm a virtuous person. It's just because right now I don't need the money. I don't care about the money. So I don't care about this job, and I don't fear this guy, you know? So he could come at me with any insult and I'll be like, don't give a fuck. If I was in a like hard situation and I need money, I'm probably gonna like struggle a little bit more to act virtuously and say, hey, I did my best and I failed, so bring it over. Whatever you bring to me, couldn't have been different. That should be the ideal, I guess, stoic train of thought, right? However, I didn't do that, and I would be lying to myself if I were to tell you that I am making progress in a sense, because I did not feel stressed out or anxious by his words, because I acted in a vicious way, because I was playing around during my shift. I was literally annoying. Like I was talking to this girl who sits next to me. She's my coworker. We were talking, right? Constantly. But in a sense, I was doing my best. Like I was with 0 sales for like 40% of the shift. So you can tell, like, even though I don't care about the job that much, I don't want to leave with 0 sales. Nobody wants to leave with 0 sales. So I was actually putting some work into it. I was annoying the girl from time to time. She was talking to me from time to time, of course, but we were usually, at least, off calls, right? And that is my problem. My problem is that I allowed myself, I condoned that behavior. I allowed myself, I was like, hey, I just talk to, just play around. There was another girl next to me. She's a little bit older. I mean, the other girl is 32, and the other woman, I don't know how old she is, but she's much older. She's also cool. She's actually much cooler than the other one. It's just actually really funny. I'm 20. So we were just, hanging out and stuff like that. And, you know, I don't want to lie to myself. I don't know if this is much relatable, because I want my channel to, be a journal, video journal. But at the same time, I wanted to, kind of like be relatable for other people and to like leave a message. But I guess the message right now is, don't lie to yourself. I don't want to lie to myself. I don't want to be like, I'm doing so great. I'm so virtuous, because I was playing around. I don't feel attached to this job. I don't feel like, no, sorry. The fact that I don't feel attached to this job, the fact that I don't care what this person says, is not because I'm a virtuous person. It's not because I got my desires under control. It's not because I have like self-discipline and I'm preventing myself from desiring or aversing things that are outside of my or like of my desire. I just don't want this job. I hate this job. If like he kicks me out, I'm not losing anything. You know, I'll go home. I'll be able to read as much as I possibly can. I'll be able to like have free time because nobody depends on me. My mom is not sick. I'm not sick. Nobody needs me. That's the reason why I don't care. Sure, there's some merits that there's some some credit that I should give to myself and to my stoic process, my stoic progress that I've made over the past few months that have helped me handle this better. Both the insults during work, when he tells me something, or when I approach other things. However, I cannot lie to myself and say, hey, I'm a virtuous person because I didn't care today. For example, today he pulled me away and he focused on me. He was constantly telling other people who got pretty much the same amount of sales or similar amount of sales, um, uh, and telling them, "Hey, you did great. At least you're trying." You know, this sales game is a little bit, like it's based on luck from time to time, right? So you're doing great. At least you're putting into work. You, Gio, however, you're fucking around. You're not putting into work. And sure, he is right in a sense. In a sense, because I was also doing good. I was also trying to do my best. I was also trying to get feedback. He did not give me any feedback, by the way. But I have to, for example, he pulled me away. He like made me sign these things telling me like you're gonna be deducted 20% of your commissions. And I was like, oh, for my commissions. And he was like, yes, 20% of your commissions. You're probably not gonna like commission anything. I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna commission anything. So I just signed up, and it's just so funny because it feels like he is like powerless, and I sure don't like feeling that way because, in a sense, I don't want to be a brat. This is not the idea. The idea is that I act virtuously, and I'm never, never shaken or disrupted by externals. And sure, right now it's a great example, you know what I'm saying? I didn't do my best. I was not disrupted by an external, but I don't like it. I cannot give myself that, like the title of, oh, you did great. You're doing great by managing your impressions and your desires because you're doing this. No, it's just because I don't need this job. There's no desire to control. There's no aversion to control. Not averse in anything, not desire in anything. So don't lie to yourself. I don't want to lie to myself. I don't want to be a wretched person. I don't want to be mean to other people who even are mean to me. He's a mean person. He's really mean from time to time. He can be really like passive aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And like disdainful as well. But you know, I don't want to be that way. Even though I don't, enjoy this job, I should have the discipline to tell myself, "Hey, sit there, do your fucking best. Don't talk to people. Do your best. Do what you're being paid for." You know, that's one of the I forgot how many virtues there were, but I think there were like three virtues, and one of them was pretty much discipline. I forgot the word, or justice as well. I guess it falls under both categories, and I was exercising none of them most of the time. So I have to put this out there to like tell myself this. You are lying to yourself. You know, sure, it is great. You are unshaken in a situation in which you should be shaken, or like you would have been shaken. You shouldn't be shaken, or you would have been shaken. But what does it say about you? Does it say anything good about you truly? You don't desire it because you don't have to. You're not implementing any virtue. You're not. It's not on you. So that's pretty much it. That's everything that I wanted to say today. There are a lot of things that I'm going through. Besides that, sure, I'm making a lot of progress. I am actually recording a blog. I actually recorded a blog, of my job and stuff, and my day. I don't know how that's gonna turn out, but I would really like to post it. Yes, that's pretty much it for today. I hope you guys are having a great day. If anyone is watching this, by the way, love you.